Hi everyone, this is Gavin from Gavin's Gadgets, and here I am at the Oppo Reno event with 5G. You can see it's a very busy event. I'm going to show you the phone, and probably noticed up there, just there, it's Alex Dobie from Android Central, and a few other people. Anyway, let's go check out this new Oppo Reno. I like what I've seen so far. Let's take a deep dive, look at all the settings, the camera and more. Catch you guys in a sec. So if we take a closer look at the Reno, you can actually see you've got your various lenses on the back. You have your 13 megapixel telephoto, 8 megapixel ultra wide, and the 48 megapixel main sensor. Because of the way the phone is designed, it's all screen, as you can see, which I really do like. So let's jump into the camera. So I'm sure that's what's going to interest you. And this has a little trick. It has the shark fin where the front camera pops up. Let's do that one more time. It's quite good fun, and you can see my camera. So pretty neat, and I do like that little effect. So looking at some of the other options in the settings, we take a closer look. Nothing of a surprise here. You can change the aspect ratio. Let's jump into that, and you can see the various options you've got there from the photo size, not aspect ratio. You can use the volume button for the shutter and other options as a grid on off, and pretty much what you like. You can put a watermark on and that sort of stuff. In terms of video, it does have the standard 3D recording and sound focus options for the different sound effects in video, which is quite neat. And in terms of resolutions, what I did find odd here, that for the frame rate, it's just either 30 or 60, but you don't get, it doesn't, not in this, couldn't see the options for the actual, whether it's 1080p or 4K, something to investigate when I do the full review. You've got all other different modes here, as you can see, pretty handy. You've got your pull down notification toggles, and I'll look at these in a bit more depth shortly. But if you go into the main settings, just running through what we have here, it's pretty straightforward. Some of the options are not in the usual places that you might be familiar with, but they do exist, and there's plenty of different things that we've got here. So you've got NFC, which I think you would be quite keen to know if you want to use Google Pay or similar stuff that uses NFC. You can turn the battery percentage on. Lots of different options here, really quite good to be honest, and pretty impressive. So if we check out some of the other options, you've got everything from the display tweaking in terms of brightness and whether you want it a bit warmer or cooler. You've got sort of night shield to protect your eyes. No surprises, everything you would expect from themes. In the home screen options, just the themes, sounds and vibrations, and you'll see this Dolby Atmos and there's various settings. As part of the review, and I get the phone to review, which won't be too long, I'll go through everything in a lot more depth. We'll test the camera out properly with lots of photo and video samples. I've got some samples coming up in a second, just to show you the sort of quality that I managed to take on this sort of pre-production firmware. So I'm looking forward to receiving this and giving the phone a good blast. It does have a few interesting little quirks, so I'll be quite interested to see how this all pans out. You can see as we go through the settings, there's quite a number of settings and options. Accessibility is included. Got a game mode as well, so you can actually have some options with the games. And you can see it's a Snapdragon 855, 8GB of RAM and 256GB storage, and this is on April 2009 security patch. Just to give you a quick idea, in the app drawer of all the various apps that come as standard, so you can actually see what's here, and you know, no surprises, not too much bloatware, which is good. And just looking at all the options for the notification toggles, they are nice and big and easy to reach. So something to look forward to. And as I said, this will be a full review coming up soon, so do look forward to that. And finally, I'm going to show you a few photo samples that I took. But before we do that, let's have a look actually what the web page looks like. Let's go to the BBC website and check out some of how clear that might look. Let's do that very quickly. Let's tap on the BBC link there. There we go. And we hit OK, and yeah, that's very nice rendered looking website. So finally, let's just check out how the camera is in use. We'll just focus on that guy's bag. Let's be quick here. He's moving around, so can it focus very quickly as it jumps into the different zooms? Obviously you can pinch in and you can go ultra wide as well, so you can actually do all the different options. That's not too bad. Let's do that at 10 and we'll check them out. I did move from one of them, so it's quite possible one of these shots might be slightly out of focus because the guy moved when I was taking this. But we will show you some other photos that I did. And don't forget, please subscribe, because I've got the full review coming soon, and just quite interesting actually to see how this works compared to other phones that I've looked at. Anyway, this is Gavin from Gavin's Gadgets. I hope you enjoyed this quick first impressions with the camera. Let's just check out a few portrait mode shots. There's me, and there's a few others.